While all exercises may initially seem like good options for you, depending on what your target is, some exercises might not deliver as well as you'd expect. Naturally, the exercises you choose should always be aligned towards getting your goals and also ensuring you're fit and healthy generally. At the point when the exercise does the exact opposite and leaves you weak and at risk of getting injured, it becomes a poor choice and one that can affect your goals and your overall health in the long run. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at 7 exercises that every man must avoid and some better options or variations you can choose. Do stay tuned and enjoy. Number 1. Behind the head shoulder press. As it turns out, there is actually no benefit associated with going behind your head, as you'll still be targeting the same muscles when you go in front of your head. Instead of a benefit from this exercise, you'll only be putting your shoulders in a tight position because the movement involves externally rotating your arms outward, and this can of course make your rotator cuff muscles, which are responsible for stabilizing your shoulder joints, to be very unstable and weak. The risk of injury even extends to your neck joints, and the best alternative to this is to lift your weights in front of your head. Number 2. Upright row. The issue with this exercise is that when you pull weights, a barbell, or a weighted cable bar up under your chin, you're only allowing the nerves in your shoulder area to compress, thus posing a huge injury risk just like with lifting weights behind your head. Instead of doing this, you can opt to work your shoulders with a front or lateral shoulder raise, which involves lifting weights out to the front or side of your body while you keep a slight bend in your arms. Not only does this keep your shoulders safe from injury, but it also makes sure that there's not a lot of strain on your arms. Number 3. Leg press. There are not many exercises you'll find that are as controversial as leg presses. This exercise allows you to work your quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes, and with a greater range of motion, more joints get worked through this movement. Only issue though is that you might experience pain at some point, and if you go any further, it's a direct setup for injuries. Your knees are one of the parts of your body that tends to suffer the most during this movement, and because of the greater range of motion you might be seeking, you could harm them in the process. If you must do leg presses at all, then you should keep your butt from rotating off the back of the machine. To keep your knees safe, you should stop stretching whenever you notice any pain. Number 4. Smith machine squats. While this exercise might seem like a good and safer alternative compared to the squat rack, it turns out it's not really any better. Even though it is believed to still do its work pretty well, lowering yourself into a squat using a Smith machine makes your back straight and almost perpendicular to the ground, hence compressing and stressing your back. During the movement, you'll also be unnecessarily stressing your knees, and what's more is that you won't even get to activate your core as you'd expect. A good alternative to this is to do weighted squats by using barbells or dumbbells, as they train your entire lower body while also working your core and not overstressing your joints. Number 5. Tricep dips. Despite being known to work specifically for your triceps, you'll be putting your rotator cuff muscles at risk of damage if you continually load yourself with tricep dips. When these muscles are damaged, doing very basic tasks can become very difficult, and that's something you surely don't want. As an alternative, you can stick to cable pushdowns, tricep push-ups, and close grip bench presses, as these exercises are better suited to help you define your triceps safely. Number 6. Superman. Even though the Superman exercise deliberately works your spinal erectors and many other stabilizing muscles throughout your back and core, the exercise places a large amount of force and stress on your lower back, which is another potential setup for injury. The bird dog, deadlifts, floor bridges, and good mornings are good alternatives to try out in place of the Superman, as they place less stress on your spine and lower back while still working the same muscles as the Superman. Number 7. Lat pull down behind the head. Lifting weights generally behind your head is a dangerous move in the long run, and this exercise also falls into that category. The exercise poses a lot of risk to your spine and back, with your shoulders not left out as well. The safer option, just like with the shoulder press, is to bring the bar down in front of your body instead of the back. This movement helps to contract your abdominals to stabilize your body while also requiring no major momentum to swing the bar up and down. Which of these exercises do you find yourself doing the most? Let us know in the comment section. If you also enjoyed the video, hit that like button, share with your friends, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, then you should also check out Can You Get Stronger Without Lifting Weights?